Oh my god. What's up, my people? We back. I streamed a little bit late today because there was like a thunderstorm going outside and I did have an issue with the computer crashing out. So hopefully we don't have a power outage. It was pretty bad. It's not raining anymore. So I was like, let me jump on. You know what I'm saying? Because I told you guys I was going to jump on today. So here we are. You feel me? You feel me? Let me make sure all this stuff on the back end is working. This stuff on the back end is working over here. Seems to be working just fine. Oh, yeah. I got a little jacket today, you know. Feeling like it's a little bit of a vibe. You know, it's a little cold in here. But we got this rolling. Alrighty, so let's go. Let me clear some things out over here. So today we're going to be mixing a song. It's a cover from Kpop Demon Hunters called Free. If you guys ever watched the movie, sick song. And it's actually a duet, so my guitar player, Tony, did this cover with Angie, she's a local singer. And yeah, and that's what we got to work with today. So all of these files are everything that Tony used for recorder besides like the bass and guitar tones. Those are DI. But the drums, they're all his bounced down. You guys are able to see how I route those out, how I work those. There's a whole bunch of like production synths and stuff like that. Main vocals, we got backing vocals, we got everything. We got keys, strings, I have a whole shebang. So we're going to be working on those today. And everything's already edited, so I don't have to worry about any of the tuning and stuff like that. So let's jump into it, my people. Let's go over here. Let's change the screen over here. Here we go. All right, so I've already separated everything out. So yellow top, these are all drums. As you can see, I put like everything on their respective folder. So this is all this on top here is drums. These are guitars. This clean one's by itself. I got production, which is all the keys. And then I have the vocals, which I like to separate in two different ways. So I have main vocals, which are these two lines down here. So Angie's and Tony's Vox. And then I have that Vox dubs that are all these on here. So these are all like the doubles, harmonies, octaves, all that stuff. And then on top of it, I have this one that's all, where is it? All Vox. So this is all of these tied in together to the same bus. So in case I want to adjust the volume and stuff up and down, I could just do it on one bus. And this is normally where I'll add like a compressor overall to keep everything tight. Do a little bit of a top-down mixing approach on this stuff. But the only thing that I've taken the liberty of adding already is the bass. I've added parallax to it. You can see my stereo out has no plugins besides session wire. This is what I use so you guys can hear me and you can hear the music while I'm streaming. And then I have guitars with the archetype Nolly. It's on a default setting. I haven't messed around with anything. I just had to transpose a song because it's pretty low down there. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty drop tuned. So that's all we got going on. So let's jam it out. And then let's hear, first thing you normally like to mess around with is the drums. And then we start building the song from there, you know? So, because the song's kind of very dependent on the drum sound. And yeah, that's just basically my starting point, so. Oh, and also, like, when I bounce stems out, especially when they're wave files, as you can see, I have, like, no MIDI here. When I bounce it out, I normalize everything, so everything's been normalized already down to, I think, like, minus 8 or 10 dB, so nothing's gonna, like, pop, nothing stands out. Everything's kind of at the same level. So, yeah, as you can tell, it's, like, extremely quiet, so I'm gonna probably add a, I'm probably gonna add, like, let me add a compressor.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change.
Angie has a really good voice.
But I won't if you're not by my side. Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? All the secrets that kept me in
So I'm gonna boost these up a little bit. I'm gonna make up gain over here.
Might make me dangerous. You got a dark side, guess you're not the only one. What if we both try?
try to hit like -6 with the snare there.
We can fix it if we never face it.
Go to a 4-1 here. I'm just gonna kiss it a little bit. It's a slow song, so.
Time goes by and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts. So
that's right. Oh yeah, Maddie, you're in this song too.
I
forgot.
Waking up with these parts of me that I thought were made for good. Between imposter and this monster, I've been lost side of my head. Ain't no choice for no.
So yeah, that's pretty much the song. So let me the sub bass actually has its own part. So everything's kind of been edited for me, so I'm not really doing much work. Barely. Yeah, but you're still in there. You're in the little free part, right? You're in the little free. Where is it at?
Waking up with these parts of me that I thought were.
I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to why does it feel right
every time I let you in?
Why does it feel like we can fix it if
we never face it? Every time I let you in.
Why does it feel like
I can tell you anything? We can fix it if we
yeah, I know you're in there somewhere, Maddie.
What if we find a way to escape? We could be free.
All right, so I'm going to start with the instrumental first, because we are doing metal. So let's start with the drums and let's get these sounding good. See, there's a little. Let me find a part that's kind of consistent. Let's start from there. So I route everything out to the same bus, so like where's Waldo? That's right. Like where's Waldo? All right, first thing we're starting is with the typical. Let me get my virtual mix rack over here. I'm gonna do this from scratch. I'm not gonna use any of like my bus templates or anything. It's literally I'm starting this from zero. Let me see if the this is. Yeah, plugin's taking a little bit too long to load. I don't know why. Let me see. See what I mean? It's kind of free. There we go. All right, so let me get rid of my default over here. First thing I normally start with is, it's probably already on there, but first thing I start with is my distressor, world's best compressor. And with this, I'm going to be doing like pretty much parallel off the bat. So this is how I'm going to get like the sustain and snap out of the drum. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to nuke it. And I want to hear what it's doing, so I'm going to pin the hell out of it and then adjust it from there. So. Put it here because I don't want it to compress the low end. A little bit of saturation. Let's see how that sounds. Makes the snare snap a little bit harder. So I'm going to blend it in with the mix knob. That's originally what we started with. That's the natural kit with nothing. And now with the parallel. You hear the sustain and all the notes and stuff, so that makes it sound a little bit bigger. Now, the next thing we're going to do is add a little bit of an EQ. I kind of fly through this stuff because I kind of already know my settings. Obviously, it's a little bit different per song, but man, this jacket just feels so nice today. Today's a nice, comfy jacket day. Sorry, we're going to throw this on here. And all I'll try to do on this is add a little bit of snap. And I'm going to try to cut a little bit of the low end off of the whole kit over here. I'm going to cut it about 25, 30-ish. That's why you still kind of get the low end, but you don't get like the bleed from it, you know? Doing a little bit of a top-down mixing approach over here. I kind of want to add the low end on the actual individual instruments themselves, so we're going to add over here. Let's see what this is doing. See how the kick drum's low end is a little bit loose? Now if I turn it back on, the low end is a little bit tighter, and the kick drum and the snare have a little bit more snap on top. That's what I try to aim for. So I'm gonna give you guys the whole shebang in this mix. Like, you guys are gonna get everything. Yeah, you know, you could follow this, copy it. I don't care. Now I got two options for saturation. I could either use the FG73, which is like kind of like it's very subtle, but it does do some like. I kind of hear it do like a little bit of like high mid smoothing, or I could use Revival. I think for this one I'm going to use a Revival because Revival is just a bit more. I use this more on like the low end, so the thickness over here I bring that up and you hear the kick drum kind of like round off a little bit. So listen for the kick drum. Off. See how much looser it sounds without it? It's a little bit bigger with that Revival on there. And that's what we do for the drum bus. There are other things that I'm probably going to add to it. But as I keep on going with it, I like to kind of do the top-down approach first, and then from there worry about like what we're kind of messing around with. So I do like the levels of it. So one of the things that I am going to throw on here is I'm going to throw the limiter on it. I just kind of like put all my stuff on there first that I know I need, and then I start adjusting as the mix starts going by. So. Really cut that snare transient there. And obviously we'll clean that up as we go. So let's start with the kick drum first. Is there any kick drum in the room? No, the room is just pretty much just snare. All right, so let's start with the virtually. Do I want to start with the virtually? Yeah, let's start with the virtually. So pretty much my whole purpose now on the individual instruments is to like kind of separate them, get rid of a little bit of the low mids that it's got, control the low mids, add a little bit of compression, and maybe a little bit of saturation. So let's figure out what we got going on over here. So I'm gonna add FG. I'm gonna put this on like really fast, and then I'll adjust the release as I like it for the time. So let's start compressing with this. Let's go to like a Let's start at 4-1, and then we'll move down from there. I just want like 1 dB. See, it makes it hit a little bit harder. I might even put it at a 4. Kind of flat. Here it pumps a little bit harder. I'm gonna go a little bit more on it. You go a little bit extra on it, a little bit extra sauce on there. See what the overall kit. Nice. All right, so we got the kick drum move. I'm gonna bring the room down a little bit. I like this one for the rooms. Now the snare itself has a lot of sustain, so I'm probably gonna address that. This needs a lot more input. I think I'm gonna crush it. Yep. And I'll put an EQ on there a little bit later. I really got to tame that snare reverb though. Like the room, like the snare itself has a lot of ring to it, so it sounds kind of cool for a slow song to have a big room sound. But I just got to kind of tighten it a little bit more. And I think the snare was already kind of compressed and stuff because I think that Tony, did you? Oh, what's up, bruh? I just saw your name. I'm like, bruh. Tony, I think you already bounced the drums down with like the DF clip on it, so I don't really have to do very much to it. So, especially to the snare, I could hear it in the snare. So, but it's all right. We're gonna clean up the snare a little because it has a bit too much room in it. Tell your friends we're here. We're doing stuff. So let's go to. Let's clean up this snare. Yeah, you kind of hear a lot of room in it, so. Just tighten it up a little. I think it's got plenty of snap to it, so I'm not going to go too crazy on the snap. Why did I get rid of that? I needed that. Give me back my ass. There we go. What did I do? I thought I bypassed all the plugins. It's all right. It's all right. It already has enough like snap to it, so I'm not really going to be doing like too much compression and stuff. So let's add a bit more low into this. Let's see where the volume is at. Definitely tightened it up a little bit there. Okay, we're gonna clean up some of the frequencies on that. So first thing I'm gonna whip out. I'm gonna do this with the whole track. So let me find a chorus over here. I'm gonna bring the gain down on the snare. So this is one of those songs definitely where I'll be automating the rooms. So the snare room, I'm gonna have to automate it. Like I'm already thinking ahead of what I gotta do. So I'm gonna automate the room, the snare room. To be louder when the chorus hits. That just kind of makes the most sense to me, especially for a slow song like this. But I think that we're pretty much a good level. Got to clean up some low mid frequencies, but that's relatively easy. Let's move on to the overhead. As you guys can see, I go through like these decisions like really quick because ears. So I don't think there's really much going on over here. All the low is pretty much cut out. I'm gonna do it just in case because I'm used to it. Well, that kind of cleaned out that 500. And I'm going to add a little bit of the world's best plugin. It doesn't really need EQ. I don't go too crazy on overheads because overheads are not like, you know. I don't like to set them like really loud in the mix anyway. But I do add a little bit of saturation to kind of control them all the way through. And I might add, if it's like really bad, like if there's like one symbol that like really sticks out, then I'll add a limiter on it to like kind of compress everything at the same level. But I think for this is going to be fine. That's too piercing. That was a little too brash. I might make him a little bit darker, actually. So let's try to volume match everything. That's good. Adds a little bit of sustain to the cymbals so they kind of like tie into the next one without it being too like, you know, caveman sounding. This is definitely one of those songs where the cymbals drive the song. You know, like some songs, like especially when they're faster, the cymbals are just kind of there as like little accents. But on this one, the cymbals do drive the song. Like when you have a slow song like this, anything that's like anything kind of like you could make it sound huge because it all drives the song. But the cymbals, especially on a slow song, definitely drive the whole thing. So we're gonna be messing around with those a lot more than maybe just volume wise, really. So toms. I don't really do too much for toms, really. I do gotta make them a little bit louder. So let's go over here and see what we got going on. So let's go to all. Where am I going? Where's my voice? There it is. I found it. Let's go to back. I mean, it's a little transient. I could process those together, but I think we can get away with just doing a little bit of virtual mix tracking over here. I like the sustain on them, so I'm not gonna put a gate on it. They don't sound like they have any effects on them though, so we're gonna put a little bit of we're gonna add a little bit of compression. I think 1176 worked fine. Let's play with the whole. And let's add a little bit of harmonics. For this, I'm going to use this one. It's a bit more subtle. It's not doing anything, so let's add something that's a bit more aggressive then. This video endorsed by Virtual Mix Rig. No, I'm kidding. I use this for a lot of stuff. Like at least to get like the bass sound, and then I start adjusting everything else. So now it's rounding off. All snap, a little bit more body in there. A little bit of transient in the tom doesn't really bother me because I don't really mix them that loud. Let's see how long the floor tom rings out for. Let's bring this up. It's got a little bit of ring to it, but it's not bad. And let's see it off. That makes a difference. Oh, we're gonna definitely make this shorter. Perfect. I want to keep a little bit more of the snap in that one, because that one's so low that you can't really hear what's going on. Now let's put the same thing over here. Where is the London? Where are you, distortion? Hollywood. Now this one you got to be careful with the low end. So console's a little bit smoother, where like the preamp is kind of a little bit more of like a tube. You feel me? I definitely like it on push, and I think I'm gonna keep this on preamp. Let me see if we can kill a little bit of the low end over here. Thing right there. I'm gonna cut it like at 80 hertz because I want everything below that to just be bass and kick drum. There we go. So we'll adjust that in context of the song later when I have like a bit more of a stronger clip. Definitely got to bring these cymbals down a little bit more. They're right there. Now let's see where I like the snare room. So it's already sounding a lot tighter. And we just did a couple little moves, and that's the kind of stuff that I do. Like, I just do it quick. I just don't even think about it. That's pretty much just as the settings that we go through. So kick drum on the bus, we got our 3 stages: compression, which this is parallel compression. Then we have EQ, just boosting a little bit of the top end, and we have a saturator that can saturate the low end. Sometimes you could just use any saturator. Like sometimes I'll use decapitator, depends on the song. But because this song is not like super heavy, I don't need all that crazy saturation throughout the whole kit. But yeah, this works for this. And then we have for the snare, we just virtual mix rack. We have a gate, a little bit of EQ. Now the snare is already compressed, so I'm not going to add more compression because it's going to sound completely unnatural and crazy. Right now it's good where it sits, so it doesn't take very much. Rack, we just have compression going into some saturation. And then for the floor tom, we got gate into 1176 into some saturation. So now I think one of the reasons why I didn't add a gate to this one is because it's pingy enough. I don't mind the tail on the low toms, on the high rack toms so much, but on the floor toms I do, because that low end will like kill everything. So yes. Any questions so far? In the meantime, now what I do is that I go back and I start analyzing all the little like frequencies that I hear. So like the kick drum, the low mids normally tend to be like they need some like control, a little bit of cutting out to make space for everything else. So now that the drums are here, I'm going to balance the rest of the mix to the drums. And this song is kind of like a drum vocal bass dominant kind of song. It's kind of a pop song. It's a pop song turned metal. So it just kind of makes sense to keep that balance. The guitars aren't like too showy. And I probably am going to add a kick sample to that. I think, yeah, I'm going to add a sample to that. I thought of, what is it? So what's the difference in mixing guy and girl vocals? It's not, I mean, sometimes there's like, if the artist sounds like completely different, it's kind of a little bit difficult. Angie has like, for a female, she's got like a lower register voice. So their process might not be too different. The only issue that I see sometimes, like for example, like when I mix your voice, you have a higher range voice, so the sibilances are kind of a little bit harder to control and to get them to sound natural. But really, it's all just like the high end. Like compression tends to be the same. I saturate them kind of the same way. Girl vocals, if you saturate them too much, especially on the higher end, you could really tell that there's like distortion in their voice. For guy voices, you can kind of get away with a bit more of like distortion, and it won't sound so unnatural. But relatively like EQ curves and compression is relatively about the same. That's the way that I look at mixing. I look at it in 3 stages. So it's compression first for control, then EQ, and then saturation. Without those 3, like everything else doesn't really fall in place. So then you have to kind of like go back and, do a bunch of crazy shit. But I try to get like everything down with just 3 basic plugins, and then from there I'll start doing all the little fancy stuff. So I'm going to cut some low mids from this one. I'm going to do it this. I'm going to go, let's compress the crap out of this. So this song is mostly dependent on the 808, so I'm not going to be relying too much on the bass guitar for the low end. I'm going to be relying more on the sub bass. So let's go into there and let's figure this out. So this is going to be the main low end. Now this thing is kind of already like pinned to the grid, like it's not even moving. So I get the feeling that the Yeah, Tony, I think you left the plugins on it, which, like I said, it's not a big deal. I got to balance and saturate stuff anyway. So for this, we're going to add a little bit of a decapitator here. No, maybe cut a little bit more on the loudspeakers. That works. Alright, so I'm going to cut the bass guitar where this kick is at. So let's go. I'm going to find the frequencies where these cross over, and then I'm going to make space for them. You know what? I'm going to add my trigger to this first. I think it's time. So I'm going to make a separate auxiliary bus. We're going to call this the kick trigger. I got a few kick drums. I kind of have an idea of already what I want. I kind of want like an electronic drum kick. Or kick drum. I'm thinking, so my brain goes into like 5 different directions. Where is it? Let's go to Slate. Dun, 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 dun. That's not it. Bruh. Let's go into trigger 2. Let me see if my library is already here. All right, perfect. So I used a lot of the Dan Bronstein samples, so that's what we're gonna use. I really want to use like this one down here. Bruh. Hold on, it's freaking out sometimes like it normally does. Let me feed it. I'm thinking about using this one for the low end. Because the rest of these sound really aggressive, so I think I'm going to go with, like, you know, that's nuts. I don't want anything that's, like, snappy. So I think we're just going to layer this underneath that and see how that works. Play with the phase a little bit. Let's see, make it louder. Okay. So they work, they're in phase. So with it off. On. Alright, so it's got a little bit of like that low mid bite to it. Man, I'm gonna go to the curves and I'm gonna kill the attack on it a little. So let's bring it up now. And I'm rolling it back because I don't want to hear the snap from it. I just want like the low mids to the low end. Okay, let's mute it. That's the one kick drum? Both? Yeah, a little bit more of that boomy low end. Sweet. So let's do the same thing for the snare drum. I kind of want to put like a room in, you know, does like room stuff. Let's add like a room trigger to it. I don't go too crazy with snare drums. Well, this one I don't need to go too crazy. It's already like compressed. All right, so let's find my snare samples. There's one room that I like to use. Where is it? Where's my triggers? These right here. It's a really like snappy wide room. That one might work. So right now we're hearing like a double transient. So that's why I'm going to go in here and I'm going to adjust this attack now. Okay. So I'm trying to hear to see if there's any phasing on. Yeah, you lose a little bit of the low end, so I'm going to turn the phase on for those. Sweet. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make my own drum room that has everything, all of these drums sent to it. So let's go here. Let's add to... We're going to add this to here. I'm going to use ROM because ROM is just sick. So this is going to give our drums like a bit more sustain overall. It's going to give them like a space, you know? I'd rather have my own drum room than use like the drum room that comes with the kits because of the kick drum. I don't like kick drum in my rooms too much. A little bit is not bad. I'll probably even add like a room sound to it to make it sound bigger, but it depends on the song. Somewhere around there. We might make it actually a little bit less. So you kind of hear, it's like kind of in the kick drum especially, you could kind of hear like the room reverb doing its thing. It kind of makes it sound like a little bit punchier, a little bit cleaner, like it's in its own space. Without it, it just sounds like the kick drum is like lingering in space. So without... Now with the reverb... See, it just gives it like a little bit more sustain that's like kind of just, you know, it's doing its thing. So I'm going to probably add a little bit of decapitator on there. I'll Actually, let's just go with the virtual mix rack because you can't never beat this. I like to EQ my reverb. So it's like I don't get too much. I know I did it on the reverb plugin itself, but sometimes I just like to know for a fact that it's not like fighting with anything else. And then we're gonna add a little bit of saturation to it. So I'm cutting it around where I'm going to be cutting the bass guitar, like around 70 to 80. I kind of like it like at 70. It keeps like a little bit of the low end sustain, but it's not too crazy. Sweet. Okay, so let's add a saturator to this. Let's use London for this. A little bit of a different distortion. I like the console, it's a little bit smoother. Let's blend that into the real drum kit. I like to blend it into the point where you could just barely hear like the snap of the kick drum. Like it's in there, but it's not like super obvious. So, but you could really tell a difference with it and without. So without the saturation. With it. It just brings the like the sustain of all the drums out a little bit more. So the drums are starting to sound like they're smacking. Schmacking. It's pretty sweet. I think Tony, what drum kit did you use? Is this the Luke Holland? I think you used the Luke Holland kit for this. Because Luke Holland kit is Seek. Luke Holland kit is Seek. So moving on, let's keep making some decisions over here. Let's see, let's mess around with the bass guitar. Sometimes, depending on the song, I will just use the clank of the bass under a sub. I think for this, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use them together. But let's keep messing around with the drums because we still need a little bit more things in here. Yes, Luke Holland, yeah. So the drums already kind of like they're pretty good already. They don't need like too crazy like on the like the EQ is good. They sound good off the gate. So, but I'm just gonna make sure because it's not my drum kit, so it's a little bit different mixing it. Got a little bit of the low mids on it. Okay, so I see the fundamental of that kick drum is like right around 50 hertz. 50 hertz. For this song, this growl might actually work to thicken up the guitars. I'll mess around with that later. gonna boost 80 hertz on here. I think we already did that though. Just a little bit. Before I add our bass. I'm like choking today, guys. So bass, I'm not gonna go too crazy. Let's find my... It's pretty pinned already. But we're gonna go just a little over the top to it. You know, let's get the virtually. Let's see where we're sitting at with that. All right, so knowing me, I'm gonna have to bring that bass down a little bit, but we're gonna put some R bass on there, and we're going to add our limiter. Where is it? X limit. You'll see me use this plugin a lot, so I still gotta add it to the drums, but I want to level out the bass. Okay, that's leveled off. So let's go into here. Let's do the same thing here. X limit. So what I'm doing with this is that I'm trying to like really control the transients. As you can see, like the transients are a little bit wide. That's because we already added saturation. If I take the saturation off, well, it's already saturated, so I don't have to do anything to it. But if I were to like add a saturator to it, just to show you guys by example, I forgot these are not my drums. So if I were to add, you'll be able to see when I go like extreme with it. You'll see how different the peaks look. So let's say I turn this. So you guys see that there? You should be able to, so. Okay, so you'll see these peaks change as I add saturation to it. So if I bring up the drive, you're gonna see these peaks get wider. That's the transient you're controlling. And I normally try to like really smooth those out, because if not, it's like really ear piercing. Like just listening to a bunch of drums, I go like it's not thrash. So as I go up on the drive, yeah, let me turn it on. Hold on. You see how much thicker they tend to get with it off? See how thin those little peaks are? The little pokey transients. Then you turn it on. If I really exaggerate it, completely kill the transient. And now you've learned what transients are. You gotta be really careful on the snare drum doing that though, because if you go too far with the saturation and the distortion, then you kind of hear like the lowing kind of like it really blooms in a dirty way. It doesn't sound really nice. So you have to be very careful doing it. I'm still gonna add more saturation to it on the actual drum itself, like over here on the main kit. So let's use my new favorite toy. We're gonna learn together. My new favorite toy. So I don't have to use Prisma anymore. We've upgraded, people. I'm going to find a default setting that I kind of like, and I'm going to adjust it from there. So let's see what they have for factory presets. Joey Sturgis. Fix for anything boring. All right, I like that. So let's see. Drums. Dr. Room Power. Drum length. Shell exciter, impact drums, just the drum bus. That's the only one that says drum bus. Let's try it out. Let's solo so we can hear what it's doing. Okay, so it's giving the low end a little bit more. Like if you listen to the kick drum, it's not like as dry. It's kind of like helping it sustain a little bit longer. We can go a little bit crazier with it though. This is the volume. Okay. So this is volume, and then when you drag from down here, that's the saturation. Yep. Yeah, it really makes that kick drum smack. So let's get the mids to sound on this. All right. Let's match the gain input though. So what we've managed to do is actually give the drums a perception of them actually being louder without being louder. Because if you look at the meter, without it, it hits like 3 dB. With it on, it hits around 4 or 5. So, and essentially by adding saturation to the drum kit, now we made it sound bigger on smaller speakers. So like your cell phone, little earbuds, that kind of stuff. So we just kind of did some stuff. And I think this is the overall for everything, so I'm going to mess around with it and see what it does. Let's hear it in the mix. So I thought. pretty cool, man. That's pretty sweet. That does some really cool stuff. I love that plugin now. That is my new favorite saturation plugin. Well, but you know, you gotta give some credit to the Decapitator. I like the Decapitator. It's different than the Decapitator. Do me a favor, guys. Go hit the like button. Because the like button is nice. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice little shiny button that says like on it. Go hit it, Bray. All right. So we're probably going to be using heat on a lot of this stuff. I'm going to test it out on some things, see what it works on, see on what it doesn't. So far, I'm digging it, so. So overheads, let's add a little bit of the magic plugin over here. Smooth out the top end. This is kind of essentially a broke man's version of Soothe. So all this is going to do is detect like frequencies that are like really resonating and like kind of smooth them out. All right, sweet. So let's go into a little bit of a snare EQ over here. I'm going to do it after the limiter. Because why not? Because Miguel can. That's pretty good. I am considering maybe adding like a sample that has a bit more ring to it. Because I just like ringy snares. So let's see what we could find. Let's do. That was pretty easy. Let's see how that blends into. Let's kill the. Sweet. All right, so let's make this kick drum sound a little bit more assertive. So this is what I do. I normally like go back and then I start like adjusting the little things on the drum kit that I hear, the drum kit. So we're gonna be making things sound a little bit more aggressive. I want to squeeze as much as possible out of the drum set that I possibly can. Make that kick drum sound a bit more assertive. So that's pretty much our drum mix. I mean, if you guys want to hear the before and after, let me see how I can do that. This is pretty much our drum mix with nothing. I wonder if there's a way that I could turn off and on all plugins. There's got to be a way. So this is what we started with. And then this is what we ended up with. So pretty drastic difference with just a little bit of EQ moves. We didn't go too crazy on it. Let me make sure I'm not hitting my compressor here a little hard. No. So now the drum kit sounds like it's way fuller. It's all intact. It's not just like little drum hits, you know? So. Sweet. Sweet bray. So let's make these two together. Shit, you know, I could bring that reverb a little bit down. I'm gonna cut a little bit of that high end off. I want it there, I just don't want it to be like super bright. A little bit of low mids on it. There we go. Let's get the bass guitar and the kick drum to fit right. All right, so what is the tuning of this song again, Tony? I am back. I have retrieved my duck. Congrats. Tony, what is the tuning of this song? It's 8 semitones down from D. I'm the worst. I like trying to find like tunings. Bree. Bree. I don't even think Tony's here anymore. Let me see. Let me find out. So 8 semitones down from F sharp. I think the F sharp. F sharp. Yeah, because E is is it? Because E is 10 semitones down. Is that right? All right, so let me find what the root hertz are. Okay, so the fundamental frequencies for F sharp. So 46, 92, and 185 on the low end. So what I'm going to do for the bass actually is that I'm going to bring, this is actually very important because if you don't, then you kind of do some stupid shit. It's like the most subtle thing ever, but if you don't do it right, then it sounds like your bass is out of tune. So I'm going to, the main hertz is on the low end for the bass 9250. So I'm going to go to just 92. Right. 92.5. I don't know if I can do 0.5, but let's go to like, let's just do 92. 92. So we're going to boost that fundamental frequency on F sharp. And then on the kick drum, 4625. So I can do on the kick drum, let's go over here. Let's boost up a little bit of the 46. 46.2, just like 1 little dB. I'm not going to go too crazy on it. I just want the separation. And then on the bass guitar, on the kick drum actually, I'm going to cut a little bit of the 80. A bit of the 80. Yeah, I'm going to cut the 80 on it to kind of let the bass guitar bleed through on it. So I'm just doing the opposite. It's like it's not even a dB. So that's going to help them sit in their own little spot. And plus, we still got to like do parallel compression and stuff, so. Yeah, that's, you see like now they sit in their own little pocket. So the low end just literally opened up, and now everything's clear. So we're gonna do the same thing with the sub bass. Let me see where this is running. What EQ moves I gotta make. I don't think I got to do too much, but yeah, it's like way down there. I'm gonna let this sit underneath the I want the kick drum to be like the bass low end. This is just gonna like help the bass guitar sustain through. I do gotta add the fundamental frequency, which is what, 92.5? 92.5. Just in case. That little pocket for the bass. All right, so I'm going to bring the drums down a little bit, so I'm not like clipping it too hard. Okay, cool, sweet. So now let's mess around with these guitars. I had to bring the gain down on them on the way in because they were too hot. So I'm going to have to compensate a little bit. You know, the default setting on this thing already sounds pretty sweet, so I'm not going to have to do very much to these. So what I'm going to cut it around the fundamental frequency, 92 hertz, because that's going to leave room for the bass guitar to actually extend the low end of the guitars instead of the guitars actually doing the low end. So the guitars do need a little bit, they're like a little too dynamic. These are not EMG pickups. So we're gonna got virtual mix reg. I spelled that completely wrong. Virtual mix reg. Here we go. You know what actually might be more beneficial in this? Actually running it through a DI. Because it's supposed to be like, it's kind of tuned to like an 8-string or 7-string. So we're going to find the right DI match over here. It's a 6-string that's tuned down, so it doesn't really sound like a 7-string. But we got to find that. We're going to make it sound like a 7-string. So let's solo these guitars for a bit, which is going to annoy the hell out of me. But sometimes you just got to do it, you know what I'm saying? So what it's going to do is going to like capture the source, and then whatever DI, whatever you change the profile to, it'll match it. So all right, so we accept it. Now let's add a profile to it. Let's find a 7-string Fishman Fluence pickup. Yeah, that already sounds like the Fishman pickups. I want to see how it sounds on the lead. Yeah, that makes them sound a little bit bigger. So we're going to use that DI. Oh yeah. And for the hell of it, I'm going to add a little bit of, I'm going to add some heat to the DI signal before everything. Just because we can now, you know, I could use it on everything. So we're going to smooth out the top end of the guitars a little bit, because initially Tony told me he kind of wants it to sound like Dayseeker a little bit. And they have like these really smooth guitars. Like the guitars are barely present. So I got to kind of like tame that transient a little bit. The pick attack, not the transient. So let's do this. You go pretty hard on the It's kind of cleaning up the distortion a little bit, so let's see. you'll hear that how it moves to that. So little subtle things that do things. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I didn't even know what setting we're using. What setting we're using there? It was just a touch. What if we go a little bit more aggressive? Oh, you can. They have a diode screamer. Let's try this out. Nah, I kind of like the, just a touch. Just a touch. How do I go back? Go back. Inferno. Oh, there you go. That's how you change it. Okay, so let's see. Let's try different ones. Because I might find one that smooths out a little bit better. That makes it worse. I'm gonna stick with just a touch. I kind of like that better. Just a touch works. And then for our last little trick, let me actually put this before that. Let's do that. Okay, and now for my final trick, we're going to put a little bit of a Renaissance axe on there. And all this is going to do is kind of like control the guitars a little bit, and then we'll add a limiter. Go. And then we add our little limiter on there, and we should be good to go. There are some chugs in here though, so let me control those chugs a little. They're not too bad. Sometimes you don't even have to like do the whole you know, the Andy Sneap trick. Was it Andy Sneap or Andy Wallace? Andy Wallace, I think. Where he adds like a band where the chugs are at and like controls those like they're not terrible. Actually, it's kind of, I find that to be worse on like guitars that are like drop D or like drop C. So I'm just trying to like kiss it, so it only like hits when those chugs are active. I don't want it to cut the whole thing because the guitar tone is actually pretty good. I'm going to clean up a little bit of the low mids with this EQ, but I just want it to like just kind of like touch it a little bit, you know, so when the chugs come in, it just kind of ducks it. Right there. So let's go a little bit of these. The guitar tone isn't bad, so we're not gonna go. I think this was the mic. Well, I'm using my amp, but originally it was like the mic stringer. There's not like too many like crazy resonant frequencies anyway, so. Sweet. All right, so from guitar tone, we went from... Let me show you guys before and after. So that's the original guitar tone. Very like low mid boosted to tone. We'll use well obviously Archetype Nolly. Tone Forge. Give it a bit more of that top end sizzle. JST Heat. Smoothing out that sizzle. Renaissance. And then JST EQ. Cleaning up that low mid. So cleaning up those low mids, even though they sound really cool, they kind of like get in the way of like vocals and stuff. And like this song does have like some synths and shit that we still gotta mess around with. So let's go into the keys and stuff and the production stuff. So obviously the piano is the lead for this part. So the piano is going to have like the most, that's going to be the dominant part of this whole track. Let's go a little bit of top down over here. Because overall, I got to bring all this stuff up anyway. So none of this stuff seems to have like a lot of low end, but I hear a lot of like low mid. That seems to be where the fundamental of that lives. And I don't mind the little top end boost. So we're going to do that. We're going to keep that going there. Let's compress it a little bit. Now let's use LA2A. Just touching it a little bit. Sweet. So let's clean this piano up. Let's bring this down over here. It could be a little bit more pokey, so let's get this one. Just brighten that up a little. Let's see how it plays with the chord. I'm gonna probably have to mess around with these with the vocals because that's what they kind of follow, but let's bring these up a little bit. I don't even mind the low end boost on this, it's pretty nice. Don't need much of this stuff on there. I do feel like it needs a little bit more body for that part. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to double these. And let's add a, I did the wrong one, so let's double this one, strings. I'm gonna see if I can pitch these an octave down. Just give it a little bit more pizzazz. Because sometimes you gotta do stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So let's transpose it an octave down and see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, it gives it a bit more body than just all the high end, you know? Let's see with the vocals.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat.
I'm gonna balance these out.
I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change. But I won't if you're not by my side. Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything?
Okay, so there's a little bit of a tonal difference from there to the chorus.
I try to hide, but something hoping to change. Now I know we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side.
So I'm going to split this into here. So we're going to put Angie chorus vox. I'm going to start with her vocals first, and then we'll move on to Tony's vocals. But sometimes when there's like a big tonal difference like that, you have to do like different stuff.
Sees me the way you do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to
Okay, I'm going to bring this down here then.
escape? Face it.
Let the past be the past till it's great.
That's kind of all in the same tonality.
I try to hide it, but something broke. I couldn't sing, but you give me hope. We can fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past.
Let me normalize these down a little bit. These are like really loud. Let's bring these down by like 10 maybe. All right, so now that we got that kind of like leveled off there, let's mess around with her vocal.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, could hit.
Let's start with the world's best plugin, Gain Reducer. Gain Reducer over here.
I try to hide.
Woo, that's loud. I'm gonna burn some ears off with this one.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, could hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change. But I won't if you're not by my side. I try to hide, but something broke.
All right, trying to see where, if the, you know, where we're killing it right now.
The words kept catching in my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna do a little bit of a cheat. So.
Though, but
I'm gonna do a little bit of a cheat here, and I'm gonna normalize these regions here. Let's see what they're right. Nope, I brought it up. Nope. Because I want these to be like the same volume all the way throughout, you know?
to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe.
There we go.
You're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change. But I won't if you're not by my side. Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel?
Yeah, let's get these going first.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, could hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat. I try to.
I'm wondering if I could actually like just put this gain reducer here and it'll do the work for both.
By my side.
I normally do with an LA2A, but
Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? All the secrets that kept me in chains, all the damage that might make me dangerous. You got a dark side, guess you're not the only one. What if we both try running what we're running from?
okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of automation here. So let's go to the pencil here. And let's bring some of this stuff up because I hear some of the stuff like it's almost like she got too far from the mic.
Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like
Gonna go a little bit higher.
every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? I can tell you anything. All the secrets that kept me in chains, all the damage that might make me dangerous. You got a dark side, guess you're not the only one. What if we both dark side?
I'm just kind of like right.
Dark side, guess you're not the only one. What if we both try fighting what we're running from? We can fix. Try fighting what we're running from. We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape it? We can be free. Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like
All right, so let me start refining these little notes, little points here.
every time I let you in? Why does it feel like time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything?
We're gonna clean these up. We're just getting a little nitpicky here. Getting a little nitpicky, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you just got to, Bray.
I can tell you anything, all the secrets that kept me in chains.
So this whole part I could pretty much bring up.
Anything, all the secrets that kept me in chains. All the damage that might make me dangerous. You got a dark side.
Yep. I mean, I haven't compressed the shit out of the vocals yet, but I just know already from hearing it that I'm going to have to do a little bit of work to get these sound level.
All the secrets that kept me in chains. All the damage that might make me dangerous. You got a dark side, guess you're not the only one. What if we both try fighting what we're running from? You got a dark side, guess you're not the only one. What if we both try fighting what we're running from?
There we go. Let's pop her up a little bit.
Dark side, guess you're not the only one. What if we both try fighting what we're
Both try. So try can come up a little bit more. So we're going to add a little dot here, a little dot here.
one. What if we both try fighting what we're running from? We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape it? We can be free, free. We can fix it if we never face it.
There we go. So now that's kind of like leveled all over the place. It looks a little funky, but sometimes you just got to kind of do that because especially when you move away from the microphone, like obviously the volume goes down. So it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So
I try to hide, but
I think the intro
something
vocals are fine dynamic.
I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change. Now I know we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side.
Yeah, that verse is beautiful. So all I'm going to do is pretty much a little bit of a compression on there. And EQ and then a little bit of reverb, touch of reverb and stuff, and then I'll automate the reverb as the track goes on. So let's add a where is my virtual mix rack? Here it is.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good
What'd I do?
for me. I've been hoping to change. Now I know,
know what I
we
hit.
can change, but I won't if you're not by my side. I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me.
I can add 4. I'm going to exaggerate it so then I can like mix it in because I like mixing stuff in parallel, just so it doesn't sound like too crazy.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me.
Gonna hit a little bit hard.
I've been hoping to change. Now I know we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side. I try to hide,
A little bit of top and
but
boost there.
something broke.
All right, so let's add let's get our favorite plugin over here.
I try to hide, but
So this
something
200 is your
broke.
fundamental figure C.
I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change. Now I know we can change.
I'm gonna boost it at like 250 just because the snare hits like at 200. I don't want it to get in the way of the snare.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change. But I won't if you're not by my side. I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change.
It's a little bit more air to it.
No, we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side. I try to hide, but something broke.
So without plugins,
I tried to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat.
with it,
I try to smile, I was suffocating.
a little bit
though,
fuller,
but
a little bit more
here
dynamic. So one thing I'm going to do on this main bus over here, main vocals, I'm going to send this out to a saturator. Oh no, wrong thing. Damn it. Darn. I'm going to send this out to number 10 here. This is going to be vocal vox distortion. And pretty much what we're going to do, we're going to add a distortion. I'm going to try heat on this. I always use decapitator, but I'm going to try heat on it and see how it works. Actually, you know what? Let's do decapitator. Because decapitator, I need this more as a layer. So this is just going to be like her voice distorted, filtered, so it stays consistent through the whole mix.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat. I try to smile.
I'm going to solo everything so you guys can hear what I'm doing.
Here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change. But I won't if you're not by my side. I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change. But I won't if you're not by my side. I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me.
Need a little bit of more
I've been
push.
hoping to change, now I know we can change. But I won't if you're not by my side. I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change. But I won't if you're not by my side.
That little distortion helps it to the mix.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change. But I won't if you're not by my side. I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat.
There we go.
I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me.
That little bit of distortion in there really brings the body back into it. So let's add the all the other little fun stuff. So all the other little fun stuff. We got gain reducer on there, you know what I'm saying? Let's try the virtual mix rack because I want to add a de-esser to it, and I really like the de-esser in the virtual mix rack. And we're gonna put an LA2A on it. So this is gonna be kind of like overall for all the vocals. Let's try.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side. I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good,
Let's bring the gain down a little bit.
For me, I've been hoping to change. Now I know we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side. I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the note.
Yeah, the vocals are gonna have to be a lot louder than that when I start going into the crazy stuff. But let's get these. Where was I? LA2A.
I try to hide, but something
Not there.
broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I messed this up. So let's go. That's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be here on the all vox. Let's go generally. Now let's go add an LA2A to this. Where are you, LA2A? The Latua. The Latua.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side. I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing,
All right.
couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though, but...
So the backup vocals we're gonna do them pretty easily.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though, but here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good.
I don't like these to be so bright.
I've been hoping to change, now I know
I try to find a happy middle ground with these where it's like they're there, but they're not like super present.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, could hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though, but here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been...
All right, let's put that there. And these we're gonna just use gain reducer. Call it gain reducer.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, could hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat.
Let's try
I
this.
try to smile, I was suffocating though, but here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change. I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, could hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though, but here with you, I can...
All right, so let's add a little bit of that nice, beautiful touch of like reverb on this. Just a little touch of reverb.
I try to hide, but something broke.
Wow, that messed up.
I try to sing, could hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though, but here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've I've been hoping to change. Now I know we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side. I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat.
I get the feeling that the main vocals I'm gonna have to make them a lot louder, but they're kind of like starting to blend already.
But something broke. I tried to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I tried to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with
I'm gonna do a couple different buses here. This is gonna be, one is gonna be delay, one is gonna be reverb. So my goal with this is to kind of let me actually change this. So this is chorus. Oh, this is the chorus. Oh, that's why I messed this. Okay, so let's go here to chorus, and this is going to be verse. So my goal with the reverb is to like not drown it out. I'm gonna wash it a little bit, but I want the delay to fill in the little empty spaces. So
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But
let's see, I'd probably use
I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for
we
me.
could probably use, where is my thing, eh?
No, we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side.
Oh, I lost the license on this. Oh well.
I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes.
Let's use a stock delay.
Catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping and hoping.
This might get a little crazy sounding, but it's fun. That's the whole.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me.
Let's see. Let's try it faster.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change. Now I know we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side. I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good.
I like it there because it's kind of like it fills in the little in between spaces. It's really quiet, but you can hear what it's kind of doing. So that's good. Now let's add a little bit of a reverb. Let's use ROM again. ROM is great.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe.
I want something a little bit brighter for this. So let me see if I can change this setting over here. Vocal hall.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change now. I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're
there we go.
good for me. I've been hoping to change. Now I know we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side. Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like?
So considering from that effect, I'm gonna have to bring this way up. There's a couple ways I can do it. I could bring the production louder to compensate for the chorus coming in, which I think that's gonna be kind of the right thing to do. If not, we're gonna be doing a lot of crazy stuff. So let's bring the production up louder to compensate for the volume.
No, we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side. Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? All the secrets that kept me in chains, all the damage that might make me dangerous. You got a dark side.
Okay, so now let's bring her vocal.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, could hit the notes, the words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though, but here with you I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side. Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? All the secrets that kept me in chains, all the damage.
Trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like?
Okay, we'll get there when we get there. I already hear a few problems on that part. So
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, could hit the notes.
I'm gonna have to add a gate to it because I could kind of hear like the air from the mic. Let's add a little bit of a gate to it. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? Let's add this gate.
The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though, but here with you I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side. Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? All the secrets that kept me in chains.
I wonder. I'm gonna try something. I do kind of want to do this one a little bit different.
Why does it feel right?
Maybe I could get away with it down here.
My side. Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? All the secrets that kept me in chains, all the damage that might make me dangerous. You got a dark side, guess you're not the only one. What if we both try fighting what we're running from? We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape it? We can be free, free. We can fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past and let's witness.
Time goes by and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts, so why just forget it? But you're breaking through with the dark in me when I thought that nobody could, and you're waking up with these parts of me that I thought were never for good. We're trying to foster in this monster I've been lost out of my head. Ain't no choice when all these voices keep me pointing towards the way. It's just easy when I'm with you. No one's
I'm gonna do this 808 a little bit different. So we're gonna do a little bit of production as we go. So for this one, I'm gonna get rid of this high shelf and let's put a chorus on it. So it doesn't sound so like dry, like you know what I'm saying?
Ain't no choice when all these voices keep me pointing towards the way. It's just easy when I'm with you. No one sees me the way you do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape? We could be free.
It's getting there, little by little. I'm gonna put a gain on it. That's the wrong way to do it. So let's go to let's automate the main Vox over here, because this is the overall volume for all the mains. So I am going to definitely boost this up over here.
Time goes by and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts, so why just forget it? But you're breaking through with the dark in me when I thought that nobody could, and you're waking up with these parts of me that I thought were very good. Between the monster and this monster, I've been lost side of my head.
By my side, why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? All the secrets that kept me in chains, and all the damage that might make me dangerous. You got a dark side, guess you're not the only one. What if we both try fighting what?
So the issue is that the vocals are clashing with the production stuff. It's fine. I'm gonna actually like side channel that stuff anyway with like EQs and stuff. For now. For now, it's okay. For now. For now. I'm going to kind of copy the same thing that we did over here. Over on this side. Not that one, bruh. This one. Just because it's kind of the same thing, even though she did sing it twice, it's different.
Tease me the way you do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to why does it feel right? Tell me when to win. Why does it feel like? Tell me when it is.
Actually, no, that part is completely different. Okay. So let's get rid of that then. Let's do our own little.
Tease me the way you do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to why does it feel right? Tell me when to win. Why does it feel like? Tell me when it is. We can fix it if we never face it.
Bring that up.
We find a way to escape. We could be free. We can fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past till it's weightless. Take me. I try to hide it, but something broke.
I gotta find where that is.
I couldn't sing, but you give me hope. We can fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past till it's weightless.
Okay, so we kind of got that settled in. So what I'm going to do for, when you have like two vocals hitting in the center, it kind of sounds a little bit weird. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to pan them a little bit differently. So we're going to keep Tony's vocals here in the main.
Time goes by and I lose perspective.
Find my gain
Your hope
reducer.
only hurts, so why just forget it? But you're breaking through with the dark in me when I thought that nobody could, and you're waking up with these parts of me that I thought were very for good. Between the monster and this monster, I've been lost side of my head. Ain't no choice when all these forces keep me pointing towards nowhere. It's just easy when I'm with you. No one sees me the way you do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? We can fix it.
Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? All the secrets that kept me in chains, and all the damage that might make me dangerous. You got a dark side, guess you're not the only one. What if we
and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts.
Trying to get to match the same level.
But you're breaking through with the dark in me when I thought that nobody could. And you're waking up with these parts of me that I thought were meant for good. Between the monster and this monster, I've been lost out of my head. Ain't no choice when all these voices keep me pointing towards nowhere. It's just easy when I'm with you. No one sees me the way you do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to why does it feel right? Every time I let you in, why does it feel like? I can't tell you anything. We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape? We could be free.
Okay. This is a jam, man. It's actually pretty.
Time goes by and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts, so why just forget it? But you're breaking through with the dark in me when I thought that nobody could. And you're waking up with these parts of me that I thought were meant for good. Between the monster and this monster, I've been lost out of my head. Ain't no choice when all these voices keep me pointing towards nowhere.
I don't think I'm gonna need gain reducer on this because it's already on the main Vox over here. We'll see how much it's doing.
Time goes by and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts, so why just forget it? But you're breaking through with the dark in me when I thought that nobody could. And you're waking up with these parts of me that I thought were meant for good. Between the monster and this monster, I've been lost out of my head. Ain't no choice when all these voices.
Yeah. So we're gonna go virtual mix track, kind of the same thing that we did for Angie's voice. We're gonna put like gate, compression, EQ. So not this gate. We're going to use the... Let's use the classic gate.
Time goes by and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts, so why just forget it? But you're breaking through with the dark in me when I thought that nobody could. And you're waking up with these parts of me that I thought were meant for good. Between the monster and this monster, I've been lost out of my head. Ain't no choice when all these voices keep me. Time goes by and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts, so why just forget it? But you're breaking through with the dark in me when I thought that nobody could. And you're waking up with these parts of me that I thought were meant for good. Between the monster and this monster, I've been lost out of my head. Ain't no choice when all these voices keep me. Time goes by and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts, so why just forget it? But you're breaking through with the dark in me when I thought that nobody could. And you're waking up with these parts of me that I thought were meant for good. Between the monster and this monster, I've been lost out of my head. Ain't no choice when all these voices keep me. Time goes by and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts.
There we go. Clean that up a little bit of a little bit of a little bit.
Time goes by and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts, so why just forget it? But you're breaking through with the dark in me when I thought that nobody could. And you're waking up with these parts of me that I thought were meant for good. Time goes by and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts, so why just forget it? But you're breaking through with the dark in me when I thought that nobody could. And you're waking up with these parts of me that I thought were meant for good. Between the monster and this monster, I've been lost out of my head. Ain't no choice when all these voices keep me. Time goes by.
Alrighty, let's kill a delay a little bit, a little too much delay.
It's just easy when I'm with you. No one sees me the way you do. I don't trust it, but
So right there where both of them come in, that's where I'm gonna do like the little cheat here.
you do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to why does it feel right?
And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna actually put these on pan. Absolute, and then we're gonna do the same thing here. Tony's vocals are pretty much consistent all the way through, so I don't really have to mess too much with the automation stuff. But let's go to main pan absolute. So
You do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to why does it feel right?
whoa. Okay. So this whole part
You do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to why does it feel right? Every time I let you in.
So Tony is kind of the lead part for this chorus, so I'm going to move her a little bit to the left. And I'm going to keep Tony in the center, so...
You do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming
keep coming back to.
Why does it feel right? You do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to. Why does it feel right? You do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to. Why does it feel right? Every you do. I don't trust it, but I want. You do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to. Why does it feel right? You do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to. Why does it feel right? Every time I let you in.
So essentially what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to create like a duet, so it's like left and right, and they're speaking, and then when Tony sings the chorus, it comes back to mono.
You do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to. Why does it feel right? Every time.
And that way they kind of both have their own space because their frequencies do kind of fight a little bit.
You do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to. Why does it feel right? Every.
She can actually move a little bit more.
You do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to. Why does it feel right? Every time I let you in. Why does it?
See, there's the same thing there. Like they kind of fight for frequencies. So I don't want them to fight for frequencies because believe it or not, like even though she's a girl and he's a boy, obviously, their tonality is so similar that it kind of clashes a bit. So I might be exaggerating it too much right now in the panning, but I know that in the long run, I can always adjust that stuff. So we're going to try to create like our own. I'm trying to make it sound like it's not only like for spatial design, but I also want to make it sound like it is a duet, like they are speaking to each other. You get me? I'm trying to create that effect. It's not just for frequency purpose.
And why does it feel like I can tell you? And why does it feel like I can tell you anything? The way you do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to. Why does it feel right? Every time I let you in. Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape? We could be free. Anything. We can fix.
So same thing here. And 0.9 is really like nothing. It's not even really that much, that noticeable. It's just a little bit of separation. Separation makes the things work. I could have actually just boosted that. Whatever. So it's 9 on her side and 7 on his. So let's do that here. But you can kind of tell, like, now their vocals aren't, like, overlapping in the same place. They're kind of, like, instead of here, they're kind of here. Which I still got to do that with a spatial widener anyway, so that's what I'm saying. I might be going a little too extreme, but I'll adjust it.
Tease me the way you do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to. Why does it feel right? Every time I let you in. Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape? We could be free. We can fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past till it's witness.
Sweet, and then we're going to boost up the vocal volume here. Start it like there. And then this could probably go all the way towards the end of the song, because after this, there's like, it's just guitars, drums. So let's do that.
It's just easy when I'm with you. No one sees me the way you do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to. Why does it feel right? Every time I let you in. Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? We can fix it if we never. No one sees me the way you do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming. can tell you anything. You do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape? We could be free. We can fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past till it's tease me the way you do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape? We could be free. We can fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past till it's witness.
All right, so I'm going to boost the vocals over here. Let's give that a bit more volume. And then I got to find out where it begins in the.
Let the past be the past till it's I try to hide it, but something broke. I couldn't sing.
Okay, cool. So now that I see where that's at, I got to bring that up to the main vocals. I don't think that they overlap that much, do they? Not really, so I could probably get away with putting it here, but I'm just going to be safe about it and put it on its own track because I know that when I start doing it, when I start mixing it, I'm probably going to add like different reverb effects to it.
I try to.
It's really hitting this gain reducer. I'm gonna make space for the vocals, so let's cut some of this EQ stuff out. I do kind of want the production to be a little loud, but not too crazy. So let's see.
I try to hide it, but something broke. I couldn't sing, but you give me hope.
All right, so let's go all Vox over here. Let's add some JST heat to it. Because heat's like very, very subtle. And I kind of want that. Let's start from the top.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change. But I won't if you're not by my side. Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? All the secrets that kept me in chains, and all the damage that might make me dangerous. You got a dark side, guess you're not the only one. What if we both try?
did that go? Oh, it's on the stereo. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Okay. I'm like distorting and I hear the vocals, like the cymbals. I'm like, what?
Fighting what we're running from. We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape it? We could.
Let's try a little bit of the preset stuff over here. You never know. Sometimes presets are made. Let's see.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're
That's
no
funny. There's
good,
no like
but
vocal.
you're good for me. I've been hoping to change. Now I know we can change, but
Let me try it. I might make it a little bit brighter though.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to
Give it that modern distortion.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change. Now I know we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side. Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? All the secrets that kept me in chains and all the damage that might make me dangerous.
Sweet. Okay, so now we could bring a little bit of a JST heat to these over here. It really needs the backup vocals to like thicken it up.
You got a dark side, guess you're not the only one. What if we both try fighting what we're running from? We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape it? We could be free. We can fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past till it's weightless.
Oh, time goes by and time loses perspective. Your hope only hurts, so why just forget it? But you're breaking through without talking to me when I thought that nobody could. And you're waking up with these parts of me that I thought were there for good. Between imposter and this monster, I've been lost inside of my head. Ain't no choice when all these voices keep me pointing towards nowhere. It's just easy when I'm with you. No one sees me the way you do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape? We could be free. We can fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past till it's weightless.
I'm gonna add a little bit of decapitator on the production. All right, so I'm gonna move over to the main monitors so I can check the balance on stuff. Hopefully you guys don't get too much feedback. And let's see what we got going on.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change. Now I know we
Number
can change,
Luigi.
but I won't if you're not by my side. Why does it feel right every time I let let you in. Why does it feel like I can tell you anything?
All right, so for the chorus, I'm gonna automate the dubs. These dubs to go up in volume, just like these. You're not number one today, Bray. So.
Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? All the secrets that keep me in chains and all the damage that might make me dangerous. You got a dark side, guess you're not the only one. What if we both try fighting what we're running from? We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape it? We can be free.
I do feel like I need like an octave vocal. Like it needs a bit more like natural body to it. So let's add a, where is it? Where is it? Let's add mantra to this and let's go a little bit crazy with it. I could go a little bit crazier with the tuning also, considering that it is a like fucking pop song.
Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? All the secrets that keep me in chains and all the damage that might make me dangerous. You got a dark side, guess you're not the only one. What if we both try fighting what we're running from? We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape it? We could be free.
Time goes by and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts, so I just forget it. But you're breaking through with the dark in me when I thought that nobody could. And you're waking up with these parts of me that I thought were.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing for Tony's vocals. So I'm going to add mantra to both of these.
Time goes by and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts, so I just forget it. But you're breaking through with the dark in me when I thought that nobody could. And you're waking up with these parts of me that I thought were dead for good. It's when it's monster and it's monster. All these boys keep me pointing towards the way. It's just easy when I'm with you. No one sees me the way you do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape it? We could be free.
It's a good song, Brad. It's a good song. Feel a little more of this first one.
I try to hide it, but something broke. I couldn't sing, but you give me hope. We can fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past till it's weightless.
All right, so the dubs are like really overpowering. So let's bring those.
Time goes by and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts, so I just forget it. But you're breaking through with the dark in me.
Why is that doing that? Do I have this routed to the dubs? It shouldn't be.
Come in when I thought that nobody could. And you're waking up with these parts of me that I thought were buried for good. Between imposter and this monster, I've been lost inside of my head. Ain't no choice when all these voices keep me pointing towards nowhere. It's just easy when I'm with you. No one sees me the way you do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything?
straight. Oh my god. Bruh. Bring the guitars up a little bit.
I try to hide, but something broke. I couldn't sing, but you give me hope. We can fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past till it's weightless.
Okay, so I gotta bring her background down.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change. But I won't if you're not by my side.
Let me bring that little octave thing on her vocal down a little bit.
Why does it feel?
Especially by.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try to smile.
That's crazy, my boy. 50 times in a row.
With you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change. But I won't if you're not by my side.
There we go.
Why?
Bring that fundamental a little bit louder.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat.
I'll make these a little bit darker.
I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change. But I won't if you're not by my side.
That sounds a lot more natural for her voice. All right, so let's see Tony's vocals.
Time goes by and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts, so I just forget it. But you're breaking through with the dark in me when I thought that nobody could. And you're waking up with these parts of me that I thought were very for good. Between a monster and this monster, I've been lost out of my head. Ain't no choice. Time goes by and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts, so I just forget it. But you're breaking through with the dark in me when I thought that nobody could. And you're waking up with these parts.
I'm gonna head over to the main one. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the body on gain reducer.
To me that I thought were very for good. Between a monster and this monster, I've been lost out of my head. Ain't no choice when all these voices keep me pointing towards nowhere. It's just easy when I'm with you, no one sees me.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, can hit the notes. The words
Oh, that one's really loud.
Catching my throat. I try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me.
I'm gonna actually put a chorus on this one. Let's do a little bit of a chorus. Since I have it, might as well use it.
I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change. But I won't if you're not by my side. I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the note.
All right, so let's smooth this out with a little bit of widener. Side widener. Side widener.
I try to hide, but something broke. I try to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I try try to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change, but I won't.
Just a little bit of Sidewinder kind of helps it like not seem like it's screaming in the middle, you know?
Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? All the secrets that kept me in chains, and all the damage that might make me dangerous. You got a dark side, guess you're not the only one. What if we both try?
Now let's add a limiter to it.
We can fix it if we never face it. If we find a way to escape it, we can be free, free. We can fix it if we never. We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape it? We can be free.
Okay, so these freeze, these gotta be like epic. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do because I kind of feel like that needs a little bit more oomph. More oomph, you know what I'm saying? Let's bring in more reverb. Yeah, I'm gonna do my own. Add some more reverb to this little tail here. Okay, so now considering that I got that on there, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to add this to a separate mantra. And I'm going to try to see if I can use the choir effect on it. Mantra getting some love today. I normally don't use it this much. Mantra has some really good effects though. So I need to go to the tuner. Okay, so now let's make this stereo, which is it's probably deactivates it. So whatever. Okay, let's make a. I don't need the middle. So the song is in F sharp. So let's see if we can got like. Let's see how that sounds. I don't even have it on, bro. The word. Wow, that sounds stupid. Okay, so let's change these harmonics here. I'm just gonna do it manually. So I don't know if I want the third. And I'm gonna put this on chromatic because obviously this is being stupid. Oh, melodic minor. Try that. So the fifths work. I'm just gonna do it with like pitches. Just a little bit of that. That one's there. Okay, so let's find the pitch for these low ones. I might want to go like a 7th maybe. Actually, I like the sound of the 7th more, so let's go to 7. Okay, so for these, I don't like them. I don't like them more. These I like 7th, the low ones. Yep. Put a little bit of texture on that right there, you know what I'm saying? Let me make sure they're super tight. Okay, let's add these to the track. There we go.
And I lose perspective, your hope only hurts, so I just forget.
Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of the auto-tune stuff to it.
Something broke. I tried to sing, could hit the notes. The words kept catching my throat. I tried to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change. But I won't if you're not by my side. Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? All the secrets that kept me in chains, and all the damage that might make me dangerous. You got a dark side, guess you're not the only one. What if we both try fighting what we're running from? We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape it? We could be free. Time goes by and I lose perspective. Your hope only hurts, so I just forget it. But you're breaking through with the dark in me when I thought that nobody could. And you're waking up with these parts of me that I thought were meant for good. Between the monster and this monster, I've been lost inside of my head. Ain't no choice when all these voices keep me pointing towards nowhere. It's just easy when I'm with you. No one sees me the way you do. I don't trust it, but I want to. I keep coming back to why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? We can fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape? We could be free.
emotional. All right, so I'm gonna put some of these words up here and just leave these long notes. Sometimes you just gotta get a little creative, you know?
Something broke. I couldn't sing, but you give me hope. We can fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past till it's weightless.
Hey. All right, guys. I think that's it. That's a little bit of the balancing. So I'm going to catch you guys next time. What's today? Thursday? So next week, I'm going to finish mixing the song for the boys. Well, for the boy and the girl. And then I'll see you guys next week. My brain is shot. It's almost 11 o'clock, and I'm starving. So your boy is done. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe, do the Facebook thing. Oh, you see how messed up I am? Do the YouTube stuff. All right, I'm out. Miggy is out. Miggy's done.